Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. This is Panache, and today we are going to be doing a lot of Season 2 Gaming with Doc prep. I'm going to be on the call with Jhan Severin, Robert, and Garrick Hartwood, Garrett, and we're going to be discussing our game plan for becoming the top in the server. We are planning on being the wealthiest as well as the best builders on the server. Whether that happens or not, it remains to be seen. We are going to be playing together tonight. Well, Garrett's in his own creative world, working on his own stuff. Me and Robert are going to be. I think he's gonna be on the server, but if not, we'll be on a call together discussing kind of what farms we need to put together, what our tactics are gonna be going into this server. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This server is we're probably gonna be spending the next probably year on this server, so it's gonna be a bit of a, it's gonna be a bit different. There's gonna be some rules that we have to follow. There's gonna be some, things that are a lot different from us just playing on our own independent server, and that's gonna be where we're spending the majority of our time on stream as well. So thanks for coming along for the ride. We're gonna go ahead and hop in. I've been AFK at our just gonna double check my inputs, make sure that you're not getting double sound. Okay, I've been AFK at my spawner for quite a while, so at my grinder. I'm going to go ahead and call Robert and Garrett and see if we can get them online. If we can you guys go play somewhere else? Like, you guys are fighting right next to me while I'm trying to play. Just double checking. You guys can see Discord. But I'm not seeing Minecraft audio. So you guys probably can't hear Minecraft audio, huh? So, no, go. Go on. Yeah, why is that not added? That's weird. I thought I had that last time. Go out of here. I'm gonna shut the door if you guys can't. They're literally ramming themselves against my chair. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and just quickly add Minecraft as an audio capture. I don't know why that wasn't on there before, but now you guys should be hearing it. All right. So, we'll go ahead. We're going to go ahead and give the other guys a call and see if we can't get them online. If not, we'll see. Looks like OBS is having some trouble keeping the stream going. Alright, we got the call ringing.
Hello.
Hello! How are y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Alright.
Garrett, you need to move your mic.
Either that or come back from across the room, one of the two.
How's that?
Perfect.
Much better.
You sound wonderful. Alright, so we all know why we're here.
To share how immeasurably disappointed I am that you guys are going to be abandoning the server that we just made.
I'm not going to be abandoning it. I am going to be spending it. I'm still going to spend some time here, but it's not going to be like as dedicated as it was before. If you guys end up logging in, I put a mailbox out in front of both of your houses with a little something for you inside.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be logging back on to that server.
You get bad that we're abandoning the server, and you're like, it's not worth logging back in. I'm not going back in.
Well, I just lost all my stuff, and it's going to take a long time for me to get that back. So it's just not worth it at this point.
You know how many times I've lost my stuff?
I mean, if we were sticking around, 100%. But the new server's starting in a week, so I'll just get on creative, and
I can't do creative anymore. I tried playing on creative, and it's just soul sucking.
It's still sucking, huh?
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I could go play and actually have some real challenge, but no, I'm playing creative.
I'm
I've only
specifically on creative designing my next build.
Okay.
So
and
I'm
I've
not.
only
I figured
actually
that's what
played
you were
creative
doing.
once. Yeah.
Sorry, what are you trying to say, Robert?
Oh, just that I've only ever actually gotten into creative once, and I quite enjoyed it. But like you, Garrett, I was intentionally getting on there to plan a build for a,
Yeah,
for an
I
actual
don't.
server.
I don't see a point in it. Otherwise, I don't enjoy creative just straight like that.
So are you just done with this server, then?
More or less.
Oh, we're around the completely wrong way. So literally, you just get on us about abandoning the server that we just started, and then you're like, I'm not getting done.
Well, if you guys weren't abandoning it, I wouldn't abandon it either.
Well, I'm
I
not
got a big old tree
abandoning
there.
it. I'm not abandoning it.
I only have the
extending a
time to
decent
give
amount
to
of time
one
on the other
server.
one.
I only have the time to give to one server.
So this is less our fault and more the fault of the fact that there's another server that is coming about. Well, I don't know where I went. Before.
It's Garrett anticipated and thought that we'd be continue to play and build in this world a whole bunch, and I've pretty much said I don't have any time to play here. I'm going to go there entirely. And when we talked about like building the opera house, you said you're gonna template out here and everything else, and test some ideas, but then you're gonna move over to do the real build over there. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I thought
I'm
that,
sort of indifferent. Like, I'm happy to build it here. I'm happy to build it there. Like, I've started building it here, and I'm not doing it like half-assed or anything like that. This is definitely like I'm doing it to like final build quality, but at the same time, like, what? Oh, I have to freaking skin these. Good lord. Anyway, I don't know. I personally don't care where I build this thing. I just, I was given some input that if it were done here, then it wouldn't be a part of other builds. And like, okay, well, I am planning on spending a decent amount of time, like at least some time on Doc's World.
yeah, I know I'm kind of the driving force behind the shift, and I'm sorry that I don't have as much time to spend to be able to do a private world with just you guys. If I had the time, I definitely would be spending it.
Yeah.
So.
Have you been able to get over here to where I'm working at?
I'm just at my base.
Okay. I was just wondering if you'd made your way over here yet. That's all. Like whether you're
no.
whether it was now or earlier.
Oh.
Well, the change drove me to finally download World Edit.
Okay.
I like the mailbox design. That's pretty fun.
I demoed it for probably about 30 minutes this morning trying to figure out a good design.
I wish that the sign worked just as well as the whatever they're called on the other side of it.
Yeah, I tried putting the sign on top of the trapdoor. I tried putting the sign on top of the shelves. I thought the shelves looked really good, but
I like the shelves.
I'm actually I use them as a part of the Opera House stage, so I'm currently remaking them because I have the rest of the stage made out of stained glass. So I'm actually remaking them in dark oak to sort of match the tone a little bit more.
Well, my big thing right now is I want to finish the roof of my build here. That's kind of like the minimum I want to have done.
That's your back of the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to look good. So.
I just watched a YouTube video where Grian and Doc and Scar and all them like faced off with a bunch of robots. So that was very interesting. I didn't know that was even possible in Minecraft. So
That was quite the event, yeah. Next
the
to
flying
the
butterflies,
perimeter.
though. Yeah. And is Doc German?
Yes.
Because he was literally like the audio sounds that he had playing over the perimeter is just like time to rise and grind. If you think you have done enough, you're probably wrong. like you
He's
make our
very
leader
German.
happy. I'm like, dude, you sound like the freaking Fuhrer right now. Like, chill, calm down.
He knows what he sounds like. It's intentional.
Okay, good. At least it's intentional. Oh right, anvil. Crap. What do you think it's gonna cost me 11 to repair that? Oh, it's because I put efficiency 5 on it. Oh, good lord. I don't want to break my axe, so I have to go and grind levels just so I can fix it. It's an iron axe that Garrett gave me at the very beginning of the server when he first had enchantments, and I haven't taken the time to get one in diamond, so I'm still using it. So I just been repairing it and enchanting it and stuff. Ow! Alright, so the reason I've called you guys here today is so that we can discuss some strategy, because I plan for us to be the top players in the new server.
We must be very highly ranked, yes.
Yes. No, I mean top ranked. We're gonna be top ranked.
What rankings
Which means we
are we
need
going
to,
by?
well, we need to progress the fastest
All of
and the
them.
quickest
All
and
of
have the
them.
best builds.
How much time do you expect us to put into this server?
Okay, this is you. What else do you have to do? You write your books, and then you
All
hop
of
online.
it.
You grind.
Garrett, you gotta get into the grind set, man.
The frick did you just say?
You
The
have to
grind
get
mindset said, sir.
The grind set.
Like, I know, but what the frick?
I mean, that's what I thought you were saying. I was saying the same thing. What
It's
the
just
frick?
the word. Good God. So anyway, what I'm trying to, because Garrett, I know you spend like some time in the evening on here almost every night. Robert, I know you spend like maybe once or twice a week here. And I know it'll probably be more time once it's, officially set up for Doc, because you'll have to actually, work here, work on the server.
Yeah, probably a bit more now.
Sort of.
I mean, you still won't spend near as much time as, with anything else, but it'll still be, a fair amount.
Yeah, fair amount.
So I just want to think of a game plan that we can kind of cater to. Robert, you said you wanted to do the iron farm, and that sounds like with the amount of time you have to spend on it, that probably should be your main and probably only focus at first. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do anything else. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to put a ton of extra, expectations on you, because we don't know how much time you're actually going to be able to spend.
Sure.
So,
I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I think there's a lot of things we can discuss before we try divvying everything out exactly, right?
Okay.
Like, I mean, like at this point, we did talk, and I kind of proposed the idea that we more or less share a lot of our resources, if not all of them. That we build a more or less communal base. My thought was, first off, that means that I could still contribute with you guys without being left behind, as I sort of am here. I know that both of you guys are perfectly willing to let me go and grab whatever. But, by doing some organizing, we can all kind of work together. I'd love to also build a nice big storage system for everybody.
Yeah.
one that is plenty big enough for everybody to always have enough, right? To do the full sorting system and everything else. That's something I wanted to do in the previous world that I didn't have time to do. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you did that on Docs on the season 1, so I would expect that you'd want to do something similar.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm perfectly fine with having like shared resource pool, because then that means like when you come on, you can just go straight to doing whatever you want to do on the server rather than, you know, starting from nothing.
Yeah. So, at this point, we're mostly rehashing stuff we've already kind of talked about in text earlier, but
yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit further of an idea, and also I didn't want to be here alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have stuff like a villager trading hall. The late game really isn't playable without one.
Yeah, it's way too much.
Agreed.
We need mending, we need efficiency, and we need unbreaking. Those are the big things we need, along with protection.
I mean, the villager trading hall. To be honest, I believe the best cheat for infinite emeralds is either going for melons and pumpkins or going for iron. And the thing is, since we have an iron farm anyway, or we're in the sense that the iron farm is an early game thing anyway, I think if I do that iron farm first thing, we're gonna have to have a villager breeder anyway, so I can build the iron farm, and for the trading hall, if I focus on the iron farm first while Garrett's getting the villager trading hall set up, Garrett, if you get, you know, a dozen toolsmiths or armors or whatever, which one is it? Is it both of them that do iron?
I think so. Toolsmith, ironsmith, and weaponsmith.
And weaponsmith? Cool. We can get all three. That'll give us replacement diamond gear, you know, replacement okay diamond gear for almost for free. In addition to with a overpowered iron farm, we'll have all the emeralds we'll ever need, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking first thing we need to do is find a village, make a villager breeder, and that's kind of like the thing we have to do first before we can do anything else.
Yeah. One thing is, by the way, Spencer, I don't know if you know this, we're playing without knowing the seed.
Yeah. Are people allowed to use like? Oh, so we don't know the seed, so we can't use a chunk generator or whatever.
We can't use chunk base to figure out. There are ways to figure out the seed later, and we're allowed to try to figure it out. What that means is when we go to build or decide where a base is,
I'm going to be trying to figure out immediately. Like,
okay, I mean, yeah, that's going to be part of the calculation. I think what we might end up doing is, in the first day or two, we actually spend some time just trying to get geared up manually, old school, delve dungeons, go mining, find the stuff, build the equipment, you know.
Yeah.
We might need to do that at first.
I mean, I guess I'm not against it, like, mining, but... yeah.
What do you mean, mining?
I
what
know,
do you
I'm
mean?
joking.
You're playing Minecraft and saying, mining?
I don't want to get dirty. Like, dude, I've been doing, like, this white collar stuff for so long. I'm not ready to go back.
I don't want to get dirty. Oh my gosh.
My God.
Where did you put Spencer, and who are you?
Oh boy. If I could sacrifice playing Minecraft and go dig for worms with my daughters right now, I would do it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's probably one of the things I miss doing the most right now.
Digging for worms, huh?
With my kids.
Oh, okay.
Because they love doing it. It's a lot of fun. Like, even if they don't even get one, they just love just digging holes and trying to.
Yeah,
It's a blast. So.
absolutely it is.
Right. Hopefully we have enough dark oak shelves now. What are you printing?
Oh, I'm sure you can hear that in the background. Dad's printing new mugs, or new mug holders for himself. So instead of having an invisible mug on stream, he'll be able to see it. So
Sounds good.
and his new printer is really loud. It's like twice as fast as mine, but it's really loud.
I'm thinking that I'm going to end up moving my stream setup into the bedroom instead of in this little closet area. Mostly because, one, then I can have a solid background behind me, so I can maybe do some like green screening and stuff like that.
Cool.
And then good lord, I understand. Distracted me. I apologize.
How dare you? Sorry.
She's saying it's so loud she can hear it from there. So.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, see, that's why we don't normally run it during streams, but...
Well, I'm running my dryer, and that's another reason why I want to move the, why I want to move my stream setup is because I share a wall with my washer and dryer.
Oh.
And so if I need to dry something, like I do now for work, I can hear it during the stream. So right now I have some pretty loud laundry going.
Yeah. Okay, so deciding who does what farms is kind of part one, or what farms we need to do early on is a big deal. Also, what builds we want to do is another big deal. I did volunteer to Garrett that to help him out with the villager trading hall just because it is really grindy. The iron farm that I'm going to build, the same as the one I had before, is pretty easy to build. Putting villagers up it is going to be a little bit time consuming.
Yeah, you have to pretty much just use mine carts for that, don't you?
Yeah, and you need 24 villagers and 4 zombies, which is not fun, but...
Yeah, zombies are the hardest part, I feel like.
Yeah, I had a mob farm built, and so I had a mob farm that I had a railway, just a minecart that I would flip switch and pass through, and it would come through, and it would either have a creeper or a skeleton or a zombie in it, and I could kill him or not, and then I could try to hand him an item or not, and so I was able to automate this process fairly well.
That's cool. I didn't know you could
it takes some
do
time.
that. There's a lot of things I still don't know that you can do until I see it happen. Like, I still don't understand how they made the freaking robots moved in that video I watched.
Oh.
Insane.
Oh, are you talking about the flying machines?
Well, they had flying machines.
Yes.
I still don't understand how those work, but they had like robots that like literally had like legs and walked along. There was the goat and then
they're all
buttercup.
flying machines, actually.
Yeah, they're flying machines.
Them
It's
being
just they had
touching
legs
the
too, so
ground.
that's why they don't need to be touching the
Yeah.
ground. I get that, like,
Yeah.
but
It's
like
just
it's just
pistons.
bizarre.
The general idea is just slime blocks and honey blocks attached to things. And so if you have a sticky piston that's pushing a slime block or a honey block, anything touching the slime block or the honey block also moves as well. And so you can create a leg by having a sticky piston push a slime block, which is attached to like 4 or 5 other slime blocks, which is attached to a bunch of stone or whatever, and all of them move together on one piston push. So,
Freaking crazy.
yeah. Oh, it is crazy. Mumbo has built many He's done whole walking houses before using the same technology.
So, if you have a chest in there, will the chest remain intact and hold all the items?
Nope, you cannot move chests with pistons, unfortunately. Not in Java. You can in Bedrock. Funny enough.
I thought that they were trying to like do like tiny little improvements like that just to keep
Yeah,
Bedrock relevant.
They've been supposedly trying to bring them in parity for years. And...
Like trying to make them run the same way.
Yep.
That's gonna be really hard considering one's Java.
Yeah, but
Java's just
the weird thing is well, it's not that they're having to completely rewrite the game twice, right? It just gets written twice. You write it in one language, then you write it in another language. That's it. What's weird though is when they just make a decision arbitrarily that, well, in this language it's gonna be this, in this version it's gonna be this way, and in this version it's gonna be that way. It's like, okay, sure.
Good lord.
Anyway, so I'm pretty set on my base idea. Spencer, you're doing the opera house. Garrett, I believe, is sticking with his tree, but he's happy to work on other buildings in the same area.
Yeah. So as far as the opera house goes, I'll probably have another base just to start, so I have something to work with, to work out of, like just probably something small, or maybe I can rebuild it to to fit our aesthetic or whatever, so it just becomes one of the houses in the area after I'm done with it.
There you go.
But I will have something else to start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get on the opera house as soon as possible. Do not shoot me.
My shader packs are not...
Who are you telling not to shoot you?
A skeleton.
Ah.
I'm on a top of a ledge that's 6 blocks off the ground, and I have feather falling, but I don't want to take damage. I'm good.
I'm 6 feet off the ground, and I'm thinking. Okay.
Okay. Enough Creed. Put it down. Move ahead.
Did I get this section
There's
too
an
small?
invisible trader here with 2 llamas. One of them stuck outside the wall with a lead going through the wall.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah. I mean, I expect that's why he's invisible, but...
Gosh darn it!
I was having such a hard time with dying yesterday. Just ask Garrett. Or maybe don't. He sounds frustrated. So...
Spencer, I guess along those lines, what, after, of course, we get our basic starter base done, whatnot, what farm would you be focusing on first that you think we need? We don't have food set up to start.
Hold on one second. Understand, is Robert's volume the only one that's loud, or is it Garrett's as well? Because I can turn down Discord, but I can turn down Robert individually, but I just want to know if it's one or the other. Anyway, so I'm planning on... Oh, he yelled. Good lord. When you got killed by the skeleton, I'm guessing you yelled, and it was a little bit hard for Understand's ears.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
So...
I'll try to die in peace next time.
Good God. I kind of want to... I don't know, the villager breeder is kind of like where I thought I'd start, because the one that I built before it got broken by whoever moved the beds, worked pretty well. So I could do that. I could help with that at first, but then I was thinking that I could, since you know, Garrett's working on the villagers, and you're working on, and there's a creeper in my build. I do not like this. Can't hit him. I was thinking I could just do whatever little things until we're just, you know, ready to do everything else, I guess. I don't know. I know I need a sheep farm. I know I need... Yes, we are discussing season 2 tactics. Yep. We're gonna nail this pretty hard.
Yeah. The villager breeder only needs 3 beds, and they do not have to be in the same room. As long as the villagers in the room have clear line of sight and they can pathfind towards it, it'll be just fine.
Yeah, well, the issue that came up with this breeder, when the beds got moved, the one of the villagers wasn't able to hook up to the bed on the ground, if that was in the ground or something, or it kept on, or for some reason it just kept linking up with the bed that was... Your design
completely blocked off the most of the beds from the villagers.
That was
so there was no way
that
to
was the point. There were 2 beds.
Towards them.
There were 2 beds in the main room for 2 villagers. The rest of the villagers were supposed to...
Those should not have been there.
Away. Yes, they should have been. That has
worked.
No. It worked. It worked very well. You're wrong in this. It worked very well.
Okay, come on.
The beds.
Okay, come on, Spencer.
That's why it stopped working.
It does work, but it completely ruins the farmland.
It's not,
they jump on and off the bed, and they ruin the farmland over time.
And that's fine, because there's enough farmland there that it works. But as soon as you put them under the ground, that's when the beds stop. That's when they weren't able to get to the beds. So either one of 2 options is true.
Yes, it physically works. You're right about that. It physically works. That's not what I'm talking about.
One of 2 options is true. Either when the beds were moved, they linked to one of the other beds and then wasn't able to get to the one in the ground, or them being in the ground made it so there wasn't enough room for that.
I'm not talking about them being in the ground.
Okay, I'm going to leave the call if you're going to start yelling at me.
Spencer, you're misunderstanding what Garrett's saying, and you're talking over him, so he's not being able to explain himself. Okay?
And then treating me like I'm an idiot. So please, let me explain.
I'm waiting.
If they can pathfind to the beds across the way, they do not need the beds in the room with them. If they can pathfind, they don't actually have to be able to reach them. If they can pathfind, they don't need the beds in the room, and they don't ruin their farmland.
So the reason that I need the beds in the room is because if they pathfind to the other room, they fall in the hole that's supposed to be taking the they either get trapped in the other room, or they fall in the hole that's supposed to be for the baby villagers.
Then you prevent them from going into the other room. Pathfinding and actually being able to get there are 2 different things. I have made blocks to make it so they can't, but sometimes they are able to barely reach the bed, and they go through, and then they can't get out. And you give them a 2-block gap spanned with open trapdoors, and then trapdoors on the underside of the top block to prevent them from actually moving through the space.
Okay. Maybe when we set up the next one, you can show me kind of how you're thinking this would work. I've only made them the one way, so I don't see how any other way really functions yet, because I haven't witnessed it. So maybe that's something that we could do next season, is something that we could just like team up on that build, so you can show me kind of how you've made it work, because you have more experience with this than I have.
Sure.
Okay. Then let's do that, and hopefully that'll help my understanding a little bit.
Yeah, villager mechanics are so weird that it's like people make things work and they think they understand it, and it still works, but they misunderstand how it works, and it leads to all sorts of complications and weirdness. And I know my understanding was completely wrong in the villager breeder I made, but it still functioned perfectly. But
okay,
it's complex stuff. So I'm fighting 0 tough. I've been mining now for half hour, and I can't find no stinking tough. I need some tough. Not very much. Do either of you have tough?
I just used
I have
all the
some
stuff
tough
that I
in
had.
my deep slate
Oh.
box.
You mind if I use it, Garrett?
Go ahead.
Cool.
It's fair game.
I should have asked before just, going down. Dying again.
Well, Alessandra's trying to flirt with you guys again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Lexi.
Alessandra.
Mm-hmm.
Alessandra.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought he was saying Adrestea, and I still
She's
said...
been here. She's been here. She's just not flirting.
So any
that was
communication is flirting. So,
No,
Spencer.
the intro, Alessandra's intro was, "Hey, you handsome," so I'm pretty sure she was talking to you guys.
Not to the guy that's on screen right now showing his face and his big old red beard.
She said, "Hi, you handsome. What are you doing on your brother's stream?" So I'm assuming she's talking to you.
Wow.
I think it's a fair assumption.
That's funny. Yeah, we're planning out season 2 of Minecraft, and if I remember correctly, Lexi just purchased, or was looking to purchase a copy of Java Minecraft to get into it this season. So that'll be fun.
Oh, she wasn't in that already?
Nope.
It was. It must have been Understand that.
Yes, Adrestea plays.
Adrestea is a big Minecraft lover.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Andrestea clarified. Yes, she mentioned Garrett separately. So yes, she was definitely talking about Robert.
Okay.
Good lord.
Oh my gosh.
You can't get it on Steam, so you're not going to do it? That's lame.
Aww. Yeah, it is not a Microsoft project. Although you can always buy it from the Microsoft Store and then activate the product on Steam, or just add it to your Steam account.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can play other games. Like, if you get it from somewhere else, you can, like, launch it from Steam. Can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly janky, but it's far from ideal.
And I totally get the reasons for not doing it, but I hate launchers. I really do.
Yeah, I currently have 4 launchers. I have Battle.net, I have GOG, I have Epic, I guess I have 5. I have Xbox, and I have Steam. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I had no idea that my save of Witcher was on GOG. So I was like, where's
Really?
Witcher 3? I don't know why I can't find it.
I was going to ask what game you have on GOG.
So a lot of the games that you get for free through Prime go on GOG.
Oh. Okay.
So they've started using this Amazon Luna, but a lot of the games that they offer, like Amazon Luna's don't own the game, you just play it when it's available. But when there's actually like a code, like you can actually get the game yourself, then it's through GOG.
I looked at Luna for like 10 minutes and then realized you don't actually own the games. Like,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do anything with like the Game Pass or the Xbox Game Pass or any Game Passes in general, really, because it's just like, okay, so if you guys just decide you want to have it be a paid game, then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Sam,
I'm not a fan.
It's like there's always reasonable reasons to do this, but it always to go with cloud stuff or this sort of rental situation, but it always ends with you owning less, having less control over over the end product. It's like they choose what games are on it entirely, 100%. You have absolutely no input on what games are in the Game Pass or on Luna or whatever it's called, and which means you're not actually inputting, or because you're not spending money on it, you can't say, no, this is not a good game. You should stop making games like this. Every game that goes on there gets paid no matter what. Now, there is a certain amount of they get paid per view they get, or not view, but
download or whatever it is.
Download, how many players they get.
Yeah, customer acquisition is what they get paid on, typically. I guess my issue is when you're buying a game, game makers get paid when you purchase the game, which means they have an incentive to get good games. With Amazon Luna, they can make money when they acquire a new customer. But once they've acquired a customer, it's a monthly subscription. Customer retention doesn't matter as much, and the less valuable the customer, or the less valuable games they produce that provides the most sales is the best thing they could do. And so it just feels like you're always going to start out with something good, and it's just going to get worse over time. So, just, meh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, the solo, the thing that also annoys me as well as apparently Adestea is the fact that you have to have internet connection for solo gameplay. That used to not be a thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
like, I think
quite frustrating.
Go ahead.
So that's the main trunk of my new tree.
Oh, let's see if we can get it pulled up.
Okay,
That's
what's the height on that?
Very close to, well, it's like 308.
Okay.
So
starting
Garrett's in
at
creative mode right
60.
now, demoing a new tree for the new server. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it into a Lightmatica schematic so I can build it easy.
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. What's the width of the base?
15.
Diameter. Okay. I think it dimensionally looks fairly good.
Yeah.
And do you do that manually or with a tool?
I laid it out manually and I did a copy paste. I know that World Edit can do a whole lot more than what
I'm not sure
than what I've been
know
using
what
it for.
But
But
to Alessandra. But I always take any chance I get to play with my brothers, even if I argue with them about random dumb stuff.
True. We always end up arguing with each other at least once a day.
Oh,
so
they were apparently talking about you guys, but she was apparently talking about you guys, but I assumed she was talking about me since it was in my chat.
Yeah. This lowest section will be turned into the whole root ball with it splaying out like the way it does. So the branches will have to start up in this next section.
Okay.
I think they're just so I think that what she's referring to is the fact that you guys now instead of streaming on Mondays, you're playing with me right now.
Oh.
Something to do
yeah,
with
I
that.
came in for. Yeah, we're only gonna be hanging out for like another hour or so, just talking about season 2 plans.
Yeah, I like to.
So many creeper holes.
So, like once we're in docks in the new server, it'll be a little easier for me to go play a little bit more independently. But right now, since we're kind of hitting a plateau where without a very specific goal, there's not a lot for us to do solo, So right now,
Yeah.
I really enjoy playing, with other people. Like that's one of the reasons I enjoy having a chat room is because then I can talk to people. It's not just me. Okay.
Here. I don't play games alone anymore unless I'm just playing something mindless to pass the time.
Yeah.
Which 90% of the time is just Hearthstone. Just because it's just mindless.
Yeah. Okay, what do I need next? So I'm gonna be doing like I've gotten a few pictures of like cathedral ceilings that you get in like. I just haven't had the time to automate it yet, so I just leave it as is. I just need it for some candles. I just did it for the front here, and I fixed that door so it wouldn't go green. So the idea I had for this ceiling is, you know, those. I don't want to build Notre Dame. It's been done. So what I want to do is have this ceiling like kind of peak, kind of like it does in one of the actual cathedrals. I've seen ones where like they have like cross patterns between the pillars, and so I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to switch it to more like a bronze and yellow coloring, to sort of contrast the lower down here. That's kind of dark and whatnot. I'm really not liking the seating area now that I've done the stage. And I had a pretty strong reaction about Notre Dame, but I don't really have much interest in rebuilding Notre Dame specifically. This opera house is going to be an integral part of like how I create videos in the future. So that's why I'm building it the way I am. So it's not going to be just a. Where's my bone? I stuck it somewhere. It's not going to be just a build that looks cool that sometimes people will come by and take a look at it. It's going to be, you know, like I'll be using it when... Oh, hi, Freya. I'll be using it like in my videos. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I will be right back.
Go ahead. So,
I gotta take care of Freya.
So... if you're looking from this angle, I'm gonna have big curtains, like red curtains. They're icebergs. I didn't know they were icebergs. But anyway, I'm gonna have big red curtains to either side here, and then, you know, like it'll hang down a little bit in the front as well. And then I'm gonna have like several different backdrops, including one that's green, so I can green screen in like scenes from videos. And then I want the nice high cathedral ceilings, and these walls aren't going to be plain for long. I'm going to be building like viewing boxes in from here, basically in these middle three spaces on either side. And then I want to have seating all throughout this area here. I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I want to make this look, because this is not... I built it like this because I felt like it would, you know, like it would pop out and it would look really nice, but that was when I had a different stage. I had like a wood stage before that was like dark oak and spruce, but now I've kind of covered it over with this glass, and added some amethyst underneath to try to give it a more spectral quality. And so I don't know, I'm struggling with how that looks, and so I'm trying to adapt a few different styles that I've started, and I don't know how exactly to move forward, so I'm just working on the roof. I didn't see your message earlier. Enjoying playing Avatar: Frontier of Pandora at the moment. So is that like the new Avatar movies? Is it like based on that? Huh. Okay. It's a game. Is it based on Avatar? Because I mean, Avatar: Frontier of Pandora. I mean, that sounds pretty much like that. Where's my rockets? There they are. All right.
Are there any evergreen trees whose branches curl up rather than curling down?
The heavier the branch, the more it bends down. But typically, when they're younger and thinner branches, they will reach up to some degree. Not like a huge amount, but yeah, they will reach up. Like even like spruce trees and stuff like that will like standard evergreens will do that when the branches are younger. I'd say just make them reach up, and then, you know, if it doesn't look right, you can adjust from there.
Yeah, reaching up, it makes it building on atop the branches 10 times easier.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I hear what you're saying. So you don't want to have the same sort of flat branches you have on your current tree?
No. No,
Okay.
I want to make them a little more organic, at least.
A little more dimensional.
Organic is not an easy style for me, but
yeah, it's easy to do everything like symmetrical and even. Yeah. Okay, Anderstea has a suggestion. Garrett, look at the contorted Japanese cedar. I could have put Skulk under the glass. I didn't think about that, but I thought that the purple and the sort of glittery looking quality of the amethyst would look good. So I sort of demoed it, but I do like it. But we'll have to see. I have not seen any Skulk in this world so far. Okay, that's the pillars done. And so what I'm thinking I want to do is I want to build maybe I can bring it up. I don't know if definitely didn't save the image, but okay. Okay, this is actually the image that I saw specifically. No, I don't want to do that. I want to open the image. It's so small. Okay, so it's gonna be a little grainy because it's smaller, but this is kind of what I got for inspiration on it. I want to have this sort of like curved peak with the crossing, and the pillars will meet up with it. They'll come up and meet up with it on the peaks here. Now I only have a 5-block gap between each of my pillars. I have a wider gap between the center pillar because I didn't plan for the pillars at first. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, you guys aren't seeing it. At least not seeing it yet. Okay. Yeah, my preview says you're not seeing it yet, but I was worried that it wasn't working. All right. So anyway, that's what I'm working off of. You see it? Good. All right. So my preview for some reason is always incredibly behind. So anyway, so I need to figure out how I'm going to connect from here to there, and I'm going to use copper blocks for like the center beam. And then I'll surround that by bone, and I want to find some other yellow looking block that's not like bold yellow. It's endstone bricks. That's not bad. Sandstone could be a good yellow. I think endstone bricks is probably what I'm gonna have to go for. So I might have to go harvesting some endstone. Honey, I'm not. No, that's a little too bold to be yellow for me. So yeah, that yellow on the roof, it looked good there. I don't feel comfortable putting that in my build. I just feel like it would contrast a little too much with how dark I have it down here. So like a white or a cream would be okay with me, but I'm not sure exactly how I'd feel about otherwise. Okay, so how much space are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good lord. So I got 28 blocks wide and then 5 blocks across. So basically I have to go over by 2 blocks in the whole distance. And meet in the third block. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards either sandstone or endstone. I feel like endstone would work. I'm almost thinking I want to do endstone just because that's a very unique block for me. So
it is a very unique color.
Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about like the one that's like the tan color, not the purple.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah.
It's less tan than yellow though, so do be careful.
Yeah,
it's not a very it's not a very popular block to build with.
So what I'm trying to do is I had a picture up on my stream. Where's the? Oh, Robert just said BRB. I was wondering what the message was.
I just got back, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
you didn't know it's gone. Wow. Okay.
No, I did know you were gone. I just didn't know what the message was because I can actually see I have like the preview on my and it showed you as muted.
Okay.
Anyway, so the ceiling that I'm looking for is it's not. I'm not looking to do that one exactly, but the ceiling I'm looking at for reference for an inspiration photo is very yellow, and so I'm trying to match somewhat of the color of the pillars while having a little bit more yellow of a tone without going full yellow. So I am looking for like a cream tone.
I know I'm coming to this conversation late. Have you looked at any of the quartz yet?
I have not. No. Let's see if we can pull some of it up.
No, generally because we're keeping things somewhat separate. My build was going to be more in the brick and the red tones, and I think the trading hall idea with the bank would probably go more white for quartz. Does that sound right, Garrett?
Probably.
Yeah, most of the outside. Oh, good lord! Most of the outside of my build is going to be some of that like that stone brick of whatever variety. But then the roof is going to be either the end stone or copper. Like I do want some like more orange metallic tones for the roof. And so that's what I'm trying to puzzle out right now is how exactly I want to make that work. Oh, dang it. Oh.
Change of subject for a moment. Okay. I'm currently setting up the second server so we can have one for to keep our games running for our series, as well as the Gaming with Ux server, right? It doesn't need to be nearly as strong because the one we currently have, we're paying for what is it, 10 or 12 gigs. Recommended for 3 players is either 2 or 3, so it's a lot less expensive.
Okay.
Do we envision ever needing really heavy mods?
For us individually or for the main server?
For us individually, for Bound by Blood or any other derivative series we might do.
I don't know. I know that Garrett has some client side mods that I might want, but those don't really affect the world, do they?
No.
So yeah.
Garrett, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, of course, I would love to get into some kind of mods later.
I mean, the only reason why we need any big mods is if we're doing create can cause some issues, right? If we're planning on doing create, we might need to bump it up.
Yeah, I mean, most mods shouldn't be that big a deal.
Right. Okay, then I'm not going to bump it up at all. Cool.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head of any kind of mod that we would use together. I mean, I can think of plenty of mods that I might use on my own for like a one-off world, but I just cannot think of what kind of mod.
There's a lot of horror mods that we could download a horror mod, play it for a few hours, and make a video off of that.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna need a lot more copper if I'm gonna do this justice.
Interesting. It's saying we can't even run Fabric on anything less than a 5 gig server. 5 gigs. Yeah.
That's weird.
Really?
I just placed that.
Yeah.
Ow.
So.
Well, we'll figure it out, I imagine, at some point.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's what we're going for.
Okay.
And we're installing US Central.
Ooh. What tab is the regular gear under? I suppose combat. But no, the Elytra isn't in combat.
I have no idea where Elytra would be under,
there
honestly.
You go.
That system doesn't really make much sense to me.
Sorry, what system doesn't make sense?
The search bar, or like the sorting system in the
Oh,
menu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just with every update, they make some change to the sorting menu because they're always tweaking it, trying to make it better. But with the number of blocks they have, I don't know if it's possible.
I think that they need to change the format of it almost entirely.
Yeah, well, it's just the way they divide things up. It's not consistent. Like, you'll find like there's like a tab for, like, I'm trying to think of a good option, but so you have redstone. Well, one, I hate the fact that in the cannot search tab, in the show all tab, if I'm not at the crafting table, I can't see all. But then at the same time, like rails don't appear in redstone, but powered rails do.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Well,
like, I want it all in the same place.
They're intentionally making it so everything can only be in one category, when things definitely belong in more than one category. So by trying to divide it so everything's only ever in one, they obviously have really weird things like that. So.
Yep. I hate the sound of using wax on copper.
Really?
Sounds freaking awful. All right, so this is what I've got for my start. We'll see how that pans out. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to line the outside of it in bone, and then do the rest of the curvature going down into the actual walls in some sort of more yellow stone, so it has that that bright contrast around the copper. I want to do that. I didn't realize all of it was that way. Then again, never mind. I'm wrong.
Oh. Okay. My world isn't updating. I think I need to wait for it to execute the command before I do anything else.
What are you trying to make it do?
just build a backdrop for my build so that I can look at it properly.
That's a very... All that red's supposed to be filled in, Garrett?
Uh-huh. But
Okay.
you could see... oh, no. Something updated.
Yeah, I started building a redstone sorter
Oh.
and didn't really get far.
Well. I have my stone.
Nice.
So, Robert, what do you think of this branch?
I like it so far. Does it have any horizontal anything?
What do you mean? No, it doesn't have any side branches yet. It's just the main.
Do the branches tend to curl up at the end?
I'm sure that I've seen some that do.
You need to get some reference images, my dude, because I'm pretty sure they all kind of droop.
I know that's all I can find, but I'm sure that I've seen some that do curl up.
Hold on 1 second.
A drooping branch is a whole lot harder to build on. If I can make it curl up even slightly.
Sure.
All right. I'm back. Anytime Sammy hears anybody in the hall, like even on the first freaking floor, we're on the 3rd floor. Anytime he hears anything, he just immediately starts barking at him. I'm just like, dude, chill.
Norway spruce, Oriental spruce. Interesting.
Yeah, it's really hard. So, spruce tree, evergreen trees in general are honestly very uniform generally, and they're very hard to make look natural when you just draw them or anything like that. At least in my opinion. Like if you want a tree that looks that you can go for a truly organic look without having it be perfectly symmetrical, I would go for something like a maple, but I know that's not what you want to do. Beech are really nice trees too. I like beech trees. Sadly, they're all dying off, but.
So now I got to determine what I want the profile to look like. I can go triangular, which is kind of what I did before, but it'll make the tree have a very prickly outward appearance.
Well, as somebody who has hauled and cut down trees for a living, I hate to break it to you, but pine trees are pretty prickly. How'd you guys get up here? That's not even fair.
But they don't look like a hedgehog when you look at them.
Okay, fair.
I'm talking about when you draw a cartoon of a Christmas tree, a little doodle of a Christmas tree, it'll look like that. Cutting in very sharply to go out sharply again, cutting back in. That's a lot of what's likely to happen.
Don't touch my block.
Or I can make the tips bush up, which that's a lot of what a lot of trees do, and it creates a much smoother outer coat.
Oh, jeez.
I'm looking at a bunch of Douglas fir pictures, and the interesting thing is on the short ones, the branches do go up. They go up about 30 degrees even. For the shortest of branches, I'm saying the ones that are probably like 4 feet long or less.
Mm-hmm.
But then the really long ones from the really tall Douglas firs, it's like they come down in an arc. They come down at like a 20% angle and then arc upwards. The very tips are coming up, right? Of course, they're also very bushy, so there's lots of different, you know.
I don't know what kind of a tree a monkey tree is, but Androstea says that's the worst kind. So.
I don't know. Or say Osage orange is pretty bad.
Yeah.
My least favorite
trees.
tree is white pines. Period. Just because I have had to get so much sap out of my beard, hair, and off my skin, that's just not even funny.
I was wondering because white pines are also very softwood. So I'm like, they can't be hard to cut down.
They're
easy. They're just very juicy.
They are incredibly easy to cut down, incredibly easy to carry, process. They are very lightweight. It's great. But then you leave and you're like, what's all this sticky stuff coming from?
So the monkey tree,
oh jeez,
from far away it looks like a cactus, where it looks like a normal tree, but you replace all the leaves for just cactus. You look really closely, and it's like the entire thing is covered with like these razor sharp spines all over it.
Oh jeez, no.
I think I'm gonna make these a little bushy at the end.
No, don't do it. Don't do it! No!
If you're having trouble, fly away!
It was a creeper trying to blow up my stuff.
Fly away! They don't blow up if you aren't there.
You know, it's a fair point. I didn't think about that when I was trying to do it, but luckily it only broke one hole.
Oh, good.
I'm going to sleep. I don't know where they all started coming from. They all just started like coming through the walls or some shit.
Okay, so we're gonna have to move our server and files over to the new server, and the current one will become the Gaming with Talk server because the current one is the bigger. It's got the guts.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
So.
I think I saw a witch in here. Oh, no, there's not a witch. Okay, it's just the dark stone. I thought there was a witch there. I left the freaking door open. And there's a creeper on my stage.
Sing or leave.
We're getting to that point. It be that way.
He'll have a very explosive performance.
Oh.
Server setup complete. Most excellent.
Oh, so we can log on to Doc's server now.
There we go. Now we have Doc's World and Doc and Sons. Perfect.
It only destroyed one block, and I was able to put that block right back because it didn't actually break it. Thank the Lord.
Awesome. Yeah, higher blast resistance is nice.
Yeah, it was just a single diorite slab. Yes.
I'm actually really annoyed. First off, Spencer, what you've built so far looks great. But as soon as you said Opera House, immediately, I really badly want to make Karazhan. I really badly want to build Karazhan.
Okay, so Karazhan's like a floating. Isn't it floating as well? What's the name of the freaking? I used to love the name of it. Why am I not remembering it now?
Dalaran.
Dalaran.
Yeah,
Dalaran.
we're not talking Dalaran. We're talking about Karazhan.
I know. I'm saying, isn't it a floating city like Dalaran?
No, it is a tower in the middle of a mountain range. It has weird floaty elements because it's a magic tower. Okay,
Okay.
Spencer, you remember the Warcraft movie, right?
Yeah.
You know where Medivh was? Where all the magic library and everything?
Yeah.
That's Karazhan.
Right.
Yeah. So, very fantasy tower. It says, sure, built the one I always get lost in. Karazhan is an amazing dungeon. It's the best ever, okay?
Good lord. It is a great looking dungeon. I think my favorite. Oh, good lord. I keep missing that landing. I think my favorite dungeon up to this point is still Ice Crown Citadel. And that's just because it's the culmination of so much history and lore and like and for me when I was a kid, it was just like that was it, you know?
Yeah.
That was my Harry Potter faces off against Voldemort. That was my defeat of Jagang, you know, that was everything, you know. That was the culmination.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. I like it for a different reason, right? Ice Crown Citadel's fun, but Karazhan is...
Okay, what am I doing?
I don't know. It's much more real to me, I guess, if that makes any sense. One is a set piece for World of Warcraft. The other one is the epitome of the magical castle dungeon thing. I don't know. Yes, I understand. I want to build the chess room.
Thank you for monitoring my chat.
Sorry. I jumped in a little bit ago.
Did I say thank you or did I say stop monitoring my chat? Like I can't recall now. Let me think back. It's just it keeps me from having to pass along the information.
I need to log back into my character, which means I'd have to pay him $15 just so I can see my character because they don't show up on Armory again. But the two bosses that I have killed the most in World of Warcraft, okay, is the final boss of Stratholme to get Rivendare's Charger, which I got.
Yeah, okay. I remember you grinding for that. I remember you grinding for the Headless Horseman steed as well.
Yeah. Whenever Halloween was up. But the other one that I did the most was in Karazhan, down there trying to get that horse, and I never did. The thing is, I spent so much time grinding in that game. If I ever go back, as I have every couple of years, every time it's immediately, well, I gotta restart the grind, gotta get that horse again, gotta get that mount, gotta get that. And I never actually play the story, never actually get involved in the lore. It's just, nope, gotta grind the mounts. Gotta grind that one thing I have. Yep.
Well, I'm going to the end to get some end stone. So
cool.
You guys need anything from the end, or?
No.
Hi, Duke. You've been here since I got Elytra.
Poor Duke's been forgotten.
Apparently, they added a 600 mount achievement, and she got it as soon as she logged back on.
Wow.
I'm assuming you have that, Robert?
No, because I haven't. I stopped collecting and stopped really playing the game back in Cataclysm. I did come back to play through Legion, and I came back to play... I came back at the beginning of... Oh, wow, gosh. What was the stupid Dragon expansion most recently? And bounced off it pretty hard.
Cataclysm? That's the only one... Oh, jeez.
No, the most recent one.
Cataclysm is really old
I know it is, but like that's the only one I know of.
Pandaland is what made me quit the game. No, Cataclysm really made me quit the game, and Pandaland didn't give me a reason to stay, if that makes sense.
You know what made me quit the game?
What's that?
Tobuscus doing a literal trailer on Cataclysm.
That was so good, though. How did that make you quit the game?
Yeah, I didn't like anything Pandaland.
Yeah, it's
Dragonflight, yes.
Cuteness has its place, but today everything's cute. It's all furry and fuzzy and.
Oh, you like the furry? Don't even start. We all know you like the furry.
Well, okay, Spencer, I'll give you an example.
What? You better be careful, or I will drive up there.
Okay, I'll see you at 900 miles. Go. You don't have a car.
I'll give you an example, Spencer. Okay, the Volpera are a bipedal fox-like creature. Okay, they are as tall as gnomes. Okay, and they had to join a faction. They became an allied race, which I don't know why they're calling them allied races instead of whatever, but they're
because
an allied
being an
race.
Ally is all the rage now. I'm an ally. Elmo's an ally.
But they became part of the Horde. Okay.
What?
Cute little fuzzy furry foxes. Why? Because there was one single quest line in which a member of the Horde was nice to them. I don't want to have furries on my faction. Okay, but I acknowledge that if there are sweet, cuddly furries, they should be on the Alliance, right? The Horde should make a pastime of punting them, along with the gnomes.
Well, the thing they try to do is, so in the original World of Warcraft, we acknowledged that, as far as technicalities go, yes, the Horde are the bad guys, the Alliance are the good guys. Occasionally, we are on the same side when we have to fight the same people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Horde are the bad guys, and now they're now Pandarans can the thing that I didn't like is that the pandas were, could be on either side.
Sure.
I didn't like that very much because it just didn't make sense. Because okay, these are a calm, peace-loving, meditative race, and they're gonna fight with the Horde, who, spikes and battle horns.
Well,
just didn't really fit.
I will say, people loved Green Jesus.
What was his name? Good lord.
Thrall.
I mean, Thrall is the best of them.
Thrall was a great character. I don't mind them going beyond just good guys versus bad guys. I really don't mind that. I was okay with them having their own identity that was different from the Alliance. But what that needed to happen is that needed to, almost all times, throw them in sharp contrast with the Alliance. Of, this is what they need, this is what we need. We aren't equals, we can't be equals, we can't work together. What they require to exist works against what we require to exist, right? And then they could not be evil, but also not just constantly be our friends. Or go through this constant, oh, we're allies. Oh, we have some stupid reason to hate each other. Now we're allies again. Oh, now we hate each other, which was so tiring.
Yeah, I just think that it's a really hard dynamic, because everybody wants to, why did I just stop there? Lord. It feels like everybody, dude, I'm trying to, can you scoot over? Thank you. I'm trying to build a pyramid in the end, and the Endermen are very interested.
Yeah, people want to think in terms of good guys and bad guys, and that's not strictly true. Sure, it was human land, and the orcs came and invaded. Sure. But after a while, the orcs won. The orcs pushed the humans out of a lot of human land. The orcs won.
And those are now the orcs' homelands.
And that's now the orcs' homelands.
Sure, I can accept that.
And so, yeah.
I don't mind them having their lands. I mean, they won it fair and square. I mean, and if anybody understands that, it's us Americans, right?
Sure.
Anyway, I have a dumb joke, but anyway.
Was that your whole point, Garrett? Or?
Sorry, I did kind of cut you off.
No, it's just that there can be two groups of people who are good that have different needs and different motivations. The orcs were not necessarily evil for trying to protect their people, trying to escape their dying world. They were consumed by a lot of evil. Like there was
The
evil
Fel.
people in their group, the Fel and stuff. But the orcs themselves aren't evil for wanting a healthy place to live, right?
No, so here's the thing. When I talk about classic good versus evil, the orcs, it's one thing to say, to come over and say, hey, by the way, our world's kind of messed up. We need, we're gonna die if we stay there. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. What do we need to do to survive? And it's one thing to do that, and then did I not start it? Like, what's selected? It's one thing to do that, but then it's another thing to, oh well, there's this one guy. We're gonna put him in charge. Were they invited into the world though? Like, I don't remember that being a part of the lore. But so they did come in uninvited. They did come in, and they fought a very bloody war to take land that was not theirs. And ordinarily, it's not wrong to want to survive. It is wrong to take other life to survive. Well, other intelligent life, I would say.
Yeah. I couldn't entirely agree with that, because if it's a matter of survival, it's a matter of survival.
Okay, well, let's just put it this way: the Iron Horde could have made it. The Fel Horde was evil.
Yeah, sure. So Lexi says, "Yeah, you can kiss my Maghar orc priest backside with Alliance of the Good Guys stuff."
Well, we've been on the right side of history pretty much all the time, so I prefer to look at the percentages.
Also, I do not accept.
Medivh was corrupted by some form or another. I remember he was corrupted and he went insane. I don't remember what the story is there, but he was corrupted. So therefore, him opening the Dark Portal
stories way too much.
I also don't accept their intentional destruction of the Alliance. They took what was originally a noble group and have subsequently done everything that they can to change them into the Alliance.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
They took what was originally a noble, good group and did everything in their power to turn them dogmatic
in
and
this circumstance?
Blizzard.
Oh, okay. So we're arguing meta external to lore. You're arguing that the writers rewrote them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I have a hard time with. Like, people talk about, like, so a lot of people will read a book and say that, the book gives lots of examples of good versus evil and can tell real and can tell like good information about the world. It's like a good point of view to look at the world through, a good lens to look at the world through. And the hard time I have with that is then people look at that world, which is completely fabricated by mankind's mind, which is completely changeable, which works on rules that are different from ours. They then the rules are completely different, and so therefore good versus evil can be completely fungible. If we were to put the Horde and the Alliance in, let's say they'd probably fit in best in 1750, or 1700s or something like that, when there was still like castles and knights and shit. Would you agree with that?
I lost the thread. I'm sorry.
Okay, if we were
1700s was early Americas.
Okay, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I'm trying to mentally put the Horde and the Alliance into our world. The werewolves are
Okay,
alliance because they're human.
Where would it be?
The werewolves are alliance because they are human. They have dominated their werewolf nature and become human and retain their human mindset. That's why they are alliance. They are not barbarians. They are alliance. They are human. But when you... Now, the Void Elves I have no answer for. I really don't think... I think they're going a little too far with all the extra random stuff. Like I said, you have a world completely fabricated by the mind of man. It is not a dictation of reality or life. If you were to put the Horde in the world today, well, not in the world today, but like in the past where they would be most relevant, you would have basically the way we regard Genghis Khan and his hordes. People, they're hated. The Ottomans are hated. Well, at least I think they were anyway. I don't know much about the Ottomans, to be honest. But they would be along the Vikings. They would be very much similar to, less so the Vikings, because the Vikings were more civilized of a nation than like Genghis Khan. But they are a horde.
They were still raiders.
War leader. They're what?
They were still raiders. In the same way, they still
raiders.
raided the coast and attacked. So, yeah,
absolutely. Definitely not going in here to defend the Vikings. But
I'll always defend Vikings, but
I mean,
that's
cool.
for aesthetic
cool.
reasons.
And I will say the Horde is very cool. I love the aesthetic, but it is a
100%.
Typical bad guy or if you want to say in the modern term, bad boy approach. It's just like they are
the bad boys.
Yeah, but like they are not. They are not supposed to be good guys, and it's okay. That's okay that they're not classic good guys. When was the last time a member of the Horde sacrificed his life to save Azeroth? We can point directly to our king in the Alliance and say he sacrificed his life to save everyone else. Like, I mean, it's, I'm not saying that they're bad people for not wanting to sacrifice themselves, but it's just different.
Didn't Thrall sacrifice himself?
He's still freaking alive. He didn't sacrifice nothing.
So, okay.
Didn't they literally bring him back from the dead?
I don't remember that part. I've been out of it since just after Cataclysm. Like, I haven't played in so long.
So
I really can't talk about the new stuff. But honestly, anything after Wrath of the Lich King really feels very like they had like a new team. Like, honestly, what Garrett said, like a new team of writers came in and like all that stuff is just meh.
Everything definitely did get muddled later on, which was unfortunate. But
and that's why it's so hard, because like you actually a good example of this, Terry Goodkind. His first book was very pure, very there weren't really many holes in the plot. It was very well done, very well thought out. Anyways, sorry, I read Understate's comment saying that I missed a few expansions right in the middle of my thought. But anyway, so the first book was very seamless. The further you get along, the more holes you find. The more you try to expand the world, the more holes you're going to find, the more holes you're going to create. I have a very big problem with the magic system in Sword of Truth because it's nonsensical. It's like, oh, well, of course I can do this, of course I can do that, but, oh, that's stupid, why would you do that?
Wait, you don't believe that women get super powerful when they're angry? Come on, we all know this.
Remind me which part you're talking about? Sorry.
The Kondar.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to even feel about that one. But I don't know. I just
I
understand. We don't need to get angry for that. I'm like, oh boy. But it's a great example of how, the further the story goes along, the more problems you're going to have. And the fact is, World of Warcraft has been holding on by its fingertips to being the lead MMO for the longest time. And so they have succeeded, but at the cost of the story continuity. Like, they've gone way past what the Warcraft stories were. They have gone way past what the durability of the world is able to hold. Like, the magic system in the world has had to be completely distorted in order to be able to allow things to happen that wouldn't ordinarily happen.
Yeah, and we're completely ignoring entire expansions now with their content.
Yeah.
To keep things together. Sorry, Shadowlands didn't happen. It never happened. We all understand.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Void Elves, but they definitely sound like, just the name sounds like they should have been Horde.
Oh, they're not.
I know. She said that they should have been, but I don't know anything about them, so I won't talk about that.
I don't disagree with that. I don't remember the story entirely, but they were from Legion, and basically back when the Legion.
Are those the mana-starved elves?
Yes. Well, no, they avoided mana starvation. They basically, when the Legion attacked the first time, thousands of years ago, they put a bubble around themselves and lived in this perpetual bubble forever, cut off from the rest of the world, and developed their own culture and their own style and everything else. They were the Void Elves, and they exist based off of void power, as opposed to living off the Sunwell, like the Blood Elves and everything else. I was never an elf fanboy. I'm fine with all pointy ears being executed. So
yeah, he is very unhappy when elves start dancing on mailboxes. Sylvanas Windrunner is just, she's a horrible person. She is just a horrible person.
You are just so full of old references.
Dude, like, it's still one of my favorite memories of just watching what was that guy's name? Like, he made videos about like hating elves dancing on mailboxes and stuff.
But it's like, gosh, you're quoting things that are 10 years old, more or more. That's one of the best parts about
that's one of the best parts about having back in your life, is I can bring back all the old references.
There you go. Sylvanas has been redeemed, by the way, Spencer.
No,
she's not bad anymore.
She is basically basically a Hitler. You cannot redeem a character like that. It does not happen.
But her soul is taken away from her. She's not guilty of anything she did. She's a good person, and she loves everyone. And she's redeeming herself now, and everybody likes that, including all the undead and horde players. They're super happy to have her as a good guy now.
Okay, her soul.
Yeah.
Clarify.
So the story is now that Shadowmourne splits you in half and takes away the good half of you, and so that's why everybody did everything evil that ever turned evil after being killed by it. It's not really they were actually evil. Sylvanas was never actually evil, but the good half of her was taken away. See, that makes sense, right? None of the choices she made while she was evil was actually in her own interest or in the interest of her peoples. None of it were because she was a deep, complex character. No, it was because the good half of her was taken away.
That is such a cop-out.
I told you everybody hates Shadowlands.
You put her in a cell 20 feet under, and you let her sweat it out for the next 2 decades... until she realizes the error of her ways, and then you leave her down there for another 10 decades just to make sure that the lesson sticks. Like,
this is just a bunch of women who don't want to take responsibility.
Okay,
and they want to project that onto the.
Let's not go there. There are safe conversations, there are unsafe conversations.
Then there are the necessary conversations.
Then there's the conversations we have off stream that are necessary conversations.
Yeah, everybody hated what they did to her. I loved her being a bad guy. I loved hating her as a member of the Alliance, but I completely understand why the Horde loved her, right? It makes complete sense why she was such a good hero to the Horde, because she was a complex, I'm not doing what's evil, I'm doing what's right for my people who are the undead people, right? And that becomes quite the conundrum, because the worst thing you can do to a human is kill them and raise them as undead. That's the worst thing you can possibly do to us. But for Sylvanas and her people and her decisions, she could make those complex, dark decisions, grapple with her past, everything. Like, I mean, it was a good story. It was a good concept.
Yeah, and I'm okay with her being an evil undead. Undead are evil, period. They are supposed to be evil. If anybody who tells you otherwise is smoking something. Like they're supposed to be evil. Like, that's okay. They can be evil. But
I do appreciate I do appreciate that from the perspective of the undead themselves, that they do things which are abhorrent to us, but to them it's just normal. I have to kill to survive, or I have to do evil things. I have to consume corpses to regain health.
And
That's
like
an
I
evil act
understand
from a
that, and
human
I'm
perspective.
okay. And I'm okay with that because that's an evil act, and it's okay that you're evil. You're undead. It's the way you are. But I'm gonna kill you
Right.
anyways. That's okay.
Yes.
Like
Yes. That's what I
humans and
want between
undead
Horde and
should be
Alliance.
at odds. Like
That's what makes Horde and Alliance so good. Is it's a I understand how you get where you are, but I have to kill you anyway because we cannot coexist. And that's where I want the conflict to be. We cannot coexist. The only time I don't kill you is when there's a bigger guy out there that's trying to kill both of us. And for a moment, I will never take my eye off you, but for a moment, I will stop trying to kill you so we can both kill him first. And you're dead next.
yes, exactly. Yep.
Lexi, yes, I am Alliance. I rolled a human paladin first time I ever played, and
he's never looked back.
Never looked back. Garrett's a wizard. I'm a paladin. That's just the way things are. Spencer, you're more flexible, aren't you?
I typically play paladin just because I enjoy being a paladin more.
Sure.
But just because I like the concept of paladin.
Sure.
Like I still, my main character in my mind is always gonna be Terrence, just because that is, Do you remember Orthok?
The name's familiar, but I don't.
He was my human paladin, and the idea was that he was raised by orcs and then turned Alliance.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, you helped me power level him through all the way to 80.
Ah, okay. Well, don't worry. If you ever go back, he's like level 20 now.
Basically.
They just keep on level switching over and over and over again.
Yeah, level 80 is meaningless. I think I had a night elf. I think I had a night elf ranger at one point. I don't remember exactly what all characters I've had, but I've had a few.
Yep.
Funny
I
enough,
had
my
a dwarven ranger too.
longest played character was actually a hunter.
Really?
I think that was the first one I made. I didn't actually really play wizard much in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I said you're just a wizard, that's the class you normally choose. That's what you gravitate to. You're a magic user. I gravitate towards paladin no matter what game I'm playing.
Yeah, I typically gravitate towards paladin as well, and I don't know if that's because I like it or if that's because you always played that and it was always super fun watching you play paladins. I don't know which, but yeah. I'm okay with it either way. Okay.
Yeah, not wizard. I just say sorry, mage or warlock or whatever. I did get there for a point where I had a max level character of every class, right? And I wanted to have one of every race in the Alliance. But when I started adding allied races, and there are some that are really fun, like Dark Iron Dwarves, by the way. If you didn't know, you can play a Dark Iron Dwarf now, which is awesome.
That sounds cool.
I love everything about the Dark Iron Dwarves. But the problem is what class am I going to duplicate now? And of course, to me, a Dark Iron Dwarf is perfect for a shaman. But I have a Draenei that's a shaman, and I've had him ever since Burning Crusade. So, no, I haven't. Yes, I have. Yes.
So either the copper's wrong or the endstone is wrong.
Oh, didn't quite match on both sides.
It just looks bad, and I'm having a hard time picking out what is bad here. 34 max level characters means you sunk way too much time in the game. You need to find a hobby.
That is her hobby.
Sorry.
Her other hobby is textiles.
Textiles? What?
Textiles.
Terracotta. Yeah, that was my other option. It's just I don't know. I feel like the colors are too broad here, and I'm trying to figure out whether I should go more towards the copper or go more towards the yellows. Robert, you want to come here and take a look at it?
I'm watching your stream.
What do you think?
I'm going to fly over there. They're definitely very bold colors at this point.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to...
I'm coming.
I think I should have stuck to more white colors. I feel like copper and white is okay, but copper, white, and yellow is not okay. But orange concrete, that's an idea. But I also want it to, you know, or I could go a completely different direction because I was kind of thinking of adding in some more stained glass in the roof or whatever, so it doesn't let light in, so it can still be a controlled lighting environment, but it could still maintain some of the atmosphere from below. So I'm thinking maybe replacing the end stone with stained glass. That'd just take a lot more time. I'd have to grind more amethyst.
The bone block is a yellow by comparison to the white of your diorite and grays of the walls.
Yeah,
and it looks like
I think a white cement would
as well.
probably have been more representative of what I wanted.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. One of the other things that's happening here, because you're going to yellow with that, it actually works when you have the yellow of both the bone block and the end stone, which are both, you know, heading in the yellow direction.
So you think the issue is the copper?
I think the copper is just too strong there.
Okay.
Adjusted mentions orange concrete, maybe.
Let's go over. I'm gonna go over to the crafting table so I can take a look at it.
By the way, I love the fences, the iron fences in your shelves here. That is great.
Yeah, it was just I didn't realize shelves were a thing. So
yeah, they're brand new in this update.
All right, I have not discovered concrete, so therefore I can't take a look at it. I'll have to look it up. Whoops.
Sanding. Well, I don't know. I've never made concrete.
I understand what goes with sand.
I don't know. I don't think orange concrete's the way to go, especially if the yellow tones are already a little bit too much. Gravel and sand, she says.
Gravel and sand, duh. Okay, thank you.
Oh, I can't sprint because I haven't eaten, and I literally have chests full of chicken. Where those chests full of chickens are.
Well, the one thing to note with the orange, oh my gosh, I am lost.
Yeah, you went really the wrong way. Hey,
I went the other direction first.
I'm flying towards our base right now. Just follow my dot.
Oh, okay, well I already opened up my map and checked. Yeah, that's the direction I went the first time, and I thought I was wrong. That's why I should never doubt myself. I'm never wrong.
But you
okay, so what
were wrong. You went the wrong way. You're not at their base. Were you going to the base
no,
or are you not?
I'm going to the base.
Okay, tree done.
Okay.
Tree done.
What? Did you blow it up with TNT?
That's pretty good.
You can take a look, Spencer.
I thought we were looking at you just built it on the ground. Like from this angle, I thought you just built it on the ground.
No, that's a branch.
Uh,
That's actually really good, Garrett.
I hope it turns out well.
I actually really like that. And that looks really
Yeah,
good.
Lexi, I was going to pop that up as soon as I found my home. Every time Adrestea brings up WoW in chat, I want to log back in and play the game again.
Hey, we'll help you in your time of need. We'll help you stay away from your addiction.
We can't keep him away from his other addictions. How do you expect that we're going to do that now?
Nice.
Addictions? What other addictions?
Minecraft.
If you know, you know.
So Lexi has a max level priest, druid, hunter, and then a priest, druid, and paladin that are a little bit lower level. Nice. I hate the level squish because I had so many max level characters that just aren't anymore, and it's not just that I have to level up because it's the new expansion. I just felt so much like I lost something. Now when I look at it, it's like none of them play the way they used to. I feel so disconnected from the thousands of hours I played in that game.
Yeah. And that's what comes from changing everything so much.
But I understand they have to change some things, but
they've drastically changed. Like, I mean, the play style of a paladin is drastically different than when I started playing, even though I started playing, many years after you did. And it's just, it's very different.
Everything is entirely within the bounding box. Good.
We're back to eye level 130 again.
That you're talking about. I don't understand that. Is it like a sub race or something?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's how they started out allowing you to have more races that look different. Like for humans, they added what are they called? So Jaina Proudmoore comes from an island that's run by the Proudmoore family, and even though Jaina is tall and thin and very beautiful character, they made all of her people not
fat.
The men are very fat and tall, fat, like not quite orc proportion because they're too fat, not strong enough, and the women are similar. And yeah, it's fun. And there you go to your end screen again.
Yeah, I keep hitting the button. I don't know what button I'm hitting because it's supposed to be like up, down, left, or right, and I'm just typing on my keyboard. I don't know how. I don't use my arrow keys. I hit enter. I don't understand why it keeps doing that.
Weird.
It's like, I'm gonna go look at my hotkeys real quick. Oh, I got to the hot guy episodes.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, it's just down. So why? So what am I hitting? Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we got Spencer to start watching Grian's perspective of Hermitcraft. So.
Yep. It's true.
It's been fun.
This is freaking ridiculous.
Problem?
Trying to make cement dust and the... Oh, okay. 4 sand, 4 gravel, 1 dye. So, but in this picture, it's showing using... It's not showing... It's showing using bone meal. And that's not working. So, let's try doing dye instead. Oh, jeez. Oh no, now it's showing up. So it has... Okay, so here is the crafting menu that I was... The craft that I was seeing.
Yeah, there you go.
And
notice how many it makes.
8, yeah. And then, but you go look at what it's showing me in the crafting table here, And this is what's showing me.
Okay, so it's a shapeless craft, and what that means is it doesn't matter where you put them in the crafting bench.
Okay, but in the original recipe as well, it was showing using just straight bone meal to go into it.
Ah.
Instead of using white dye as
Gotcha.
well. So there's two differences.
Gotcha.
So,
I would generally say just use Minecraft.wiki.
Yeah, I don't remember what I had up there. It was just like a Google search or whatever. But
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just freaking weird.
Weird, man. But guys, the world is healing, right? As Adressay said, Chris Benson is back. So we'll see if he's able to save the world, save them, and like for Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy is out. So like, I mean, the world is healing.
Yeah. Well, Apple brought Steve Jobs back, and then he died. So yeah, I guess the world can heal, but then the people who try to heal it just die.
If that's a sacrifice they're willing to make.
Wow. Okay. All right. So now, how do I make it? Because I'm guessing just the powder will fall.
Right.
So
put it in water.
Can I get like a water bottle and then pour it on there? Or
nope.
I
So the
place it in
fastest
water.
way, yes, the fastest way is to make a pillar out of it and pour a bucket of water over the top.
They're making these things so freaking complicated. Like to make the shelves, I had to get wood blocks, skin them, then put them in the crafting table. It's freaking things used to be a lot easier back in the day.
Yep.
So what? Like a 2x2 column?
No, 2x2 would be fine. Yeah, you could do a 2x2 column, but I'd say just do. Yeah. You just have to place the butter so it goes on two sides, and pick it up, place it so it has a different two sides.
I'm just looking for like as quick and efficient as I possibly can do. I only have like probably another hour to play, and I don't want to spend all my time just making cement blocks.
Yeah.
Finally. Wow. They actually don't overlap at all.
Good lord, I hate it when that happens.
The actual build does not overlap at all, but the bounding box that copies them does overlap. Gosh dang it.
Well, you already have it copied, so you just be able to paste it, right?
Dang it.
Well, okay, I don't want to paste this. I want to put leaves on this and then copy it again.
Oh, well then undo the pasting.
I'm pasting it just so I could get a preliminary idea. I can undo it at any time. That's fine. I'm just looking at this bounding box because everything within the bounding box will get cleared.
Oh, yeah.
I had to put these at 2 different levels in order to make it work.
You should do that though, right? Yeah, just have them off by just a little.
Ah!
Oh, except the bounding box can be even bigger because.
Yeah.
Because of the leaves, yeah.
I mean, I can move the bounding box a little, bring it up to where the leaves start, which leaves are only going to start like right here-ish, and that'll help.
I have been reading chat. I'm just deciding what I want to respond to. Yeah, yeah, we just been talking about World of Warcraft for a while. It's a game I just don't play, so I have limited interest in talking about it a whole ton. But I'll talk about it for a while because it is fun. It is a part of my fantasy upbringing. So it didn't get it 100%. Oh, did I not do this corner? But yes, I agree. Anything to do with a pink wheelchair should just be done. Like honestly, like characters cannot die. Can I say something about that? Because like there are so many times that a character has been supposed to die. Like, it would have been great for their storyline. It would have been complete. It would have been done for them to just die, you know? And that's okay. It's okay for a character to die off. But, like, either authors or these writers are just afraid of letting their characters die because they think it's gonna be the end. I don't remember who Sourfang is. I don't remember that. I know that the name sounds familiar. I just don't remember who that is. But like people are just allergic to their characters
Horde,
dying.
So.
Oh, okay. Oh, wasn't he like the war chief or whatever?
Overlord Sourfang. We fought him in Icecrown Citadel. We fought his. He was risen, and we fought him.
Right.
And
okay. Did his dad join us in fighting him, or something?
No. The dad showed up and was pissed off.
Wasn't. But he was a Death Knight, wasn't he? He was like one of Lich King's knights.
No, the dad was just a member of the Horde, and the story's different for. Wait. The story runs different whether you're Horde or Alliance, but that was one example I hold up as probably one of the best examples of the Horde and the Alliance treated differently, because for them, Sourfang was a hero who died fighting the Lich King, who, you know, in the Horde's eyes, the whole Lich Scourge is the human's fault, right?
Yeah, because I don't necessarily disagree.
Yeah, and you know, of course, Lordaeron, of course, I think is a great city because of the whole. Well, it was one of the human capitals, and we need to go take it back. But it's literally the undead's capital because that's where they died. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of a moot point at that. Just like let it be. Like, you lost, just get over it.
Anyway, I like that tension. I think the story they told in Icecrown Citadel was great. I loved having that very real tension. The gunship battle was a lot of fun.
What
it wasn't the.
Are you talking about like when Tyrion died? No, not Tyrion.
No,
the king.
No, so the gunship battle was in Icecrown Citadel. Okay. Your faction, whichever faction you're on, storms up the main entrance. You kill Marrowgar, and you kill the second boss, whoever the Lich person is. And then you ascend and you go outside and you get on a gunship to fly to a higher reach, and then the other faction gets there and you fight them. And you then then you had to fight the Sourfang guy, who's an undead now.
Gotcha. Okay. Understand thinks we should do a season where we rebuild World of Warcraft and Minecraft. I'm in favor to a degree. I just don't think we'd be able to get Doc online with it.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't have Doc participate because he's just not the builder, but.
What the? You son of a.
Okay, Lexi sent me. That's right. Yeah,
spiders. You were saying.
Yeah, Sourfang was killed by Sylvanas. Yeah, that's right. Gosh darn it. So much of this stuff that I just don't remember. That was a good.
Sorry, go ahead.
What they did to try to expand the story of Arthas in Shadowlands was terrible.
Wait, they tried to add more to the story? The story was done! It was perfect! Just leave it alone!
Yeah. So, I mean, they went to the afterlife. Okay? That's what the Shadowlands are. They're the afterlife. And the idea was that Sylvanas had gained powers from the Shadowlands. Okay? That's why Sylvanas was so powerful. She could take the Helm of Domination and rip it in two.
Really?
Yeah.
So much for there must always be a Lich King.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was a Lich King without the Helm of Domination, which makes total sense, right?
The Helm of Domination was all about controlling the Lich. Not controlling the Lich, but controlling the undead. Like, you can't just not use the one tool that makes it possible.
But then they decided that Helm of Domination was just Shadowlands tech, and you can go to Shadowlands, and you can find it there. And it was stolen from I think it was stolen from the Shadowlands. I'm not remembering everything.
Like, I'm fine with it being stolen from the Shadowlands. I'm fine with it being technology that can be found again and replicated. Because it was built once, it can be built again. I'm okay with that concept. What I'm not okay with is, you know, let's just suddenly, like, you frick off. Get off of here. Now.
And they didn't even think to make massive problems with undead suddenly going insane. Back
I think they did.
Earth.
I think they did. I'm not remembering exactly. And by the way, they didn't just add a whole bunch to Arthas' story. They recontextualized it, but they didn't bring Arthas back. They didn't do to Arthas what they did to Sylvanas. Okay, because they knew they would have a riot on their hands if they did. Okay, so Arthas.
Yeah, because as we can see from the chat room today, everybody loves Sylvanas.
Right. I mean, look,
I too like psychopathic
Sylvanas. Them doing it to Sylvanas was bad enough, but I can at the very least see some. Anyway, I could see a lot more reasoning for Sylvanas doing it than Arthas doing it. Sorry, I could see a lot more reasoning for them trying to redeem her than them trying to redeem Arthas. Arthas needs to stay evil, but.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Arthas is the perfect example.
Kind of his whole thing was being semi-redeemed at the end.
Well, his whole thing wasn't necessarily being redeemed. It was him acknowledging I can never be redeemed. Like, I see only darkness in front of me, or whatever the line was. That was him acknowledging I cannot. Sure. I am done. This is it for me. I failed.
Hmm.
At least in my mind, that's what it was.
Yeah. Adrestea is correct. She says, you can't play the game for another 10 years without adding to the story. Yeah.
You had to add to the story. It's just
add new things to the story.
Hard.
Don't
that's the thing. Like, how are you supposed to add new things necessarily?
Create new content. Don't take the old content and redo it.
But the Legion has to come back.
The what?
And we have to do. But the Legion had to come back, and all the problems of the past had to happen again, and the Titans again, and
no, that's just lack of creativity.
Well, yeah. So I think what they encountered was every time they tried to make new content, like let's say Cataclysm, they tried to make new content there. Go away. This is a no spider zone. Every time they tried to make new content, they failed. It turned out horribly. And then they tried to remake the old content, and even though it was, really dumb, it still was better than the stuff they had. Like the stuff they tried to make, anyway.
And Cataclysm wasn't entirely new, and Pandaria wasn't entirely new. They all had some basis in lore as well.
No.
But...
Well, yeah, I'm fine with going and visiting things that have basis in lore, but...
As another hole that'll never be fixed.
Are you blowing holes in my ground?
This is my ground this time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I agree you have to have new content. I agree that you have to, build upon what's there. It's just the way they've done it, they've fundamentally changed how classes react and interact. They fundamentally changed how the appearance of the Horde was supposed to be. So there are people who literally will go into a video game and decide, I'm going to be the bad guy in this video game. And that's okay. That's fun. The Horde was one of those things. The Horde was, at the beginning, fundamentally evil. But, I mean, that doesn't mean that every single person... I feel like when I say that the Horde is evil, that they're saying, that people think that I'm saying, if you say the Horde is evil, that means every single individual member, every man, woman, and child is evil in the Horde, which is not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the Horde, their motivations, their goals, their everything, has been and is evil. Well, not is, because I don't know what's current.
Yeah.
I'll
add...
Classically, they were evil.
Yeah. I don't want to be the guy in this conversation that's just contradicting and everything, right? Don't want to do that. Since before World of Warcraft came out, there was a Horde campaign, right? Yeah. And they did have more context, and they weren't strictly evil in that. What I want is for them to be still evil from the human perspective. That's what I want to see. I'm not looking for them to be evil from their own perspective. I don't want them to be just savage brutes who have zero concept of morality or of anything. I just want there to be good reason for us, for humans and orcs to hate each other. They always should, because they are fundamentally different creatures. That's what I'm looking for.
And the kid who grows up admiring orcs because an orc, in the middle of an orc raid, decides to save him from a burning building that the orcs set on fire, is perfectly reasonable.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, that can tell a good little micro story that you could put in any zone in WoW, But I knew a good orc,
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I'm not trying to say, every single character is evil. But, if Sylvanas led the Horde, and Sylvanas is evil, therefore the motivations of the Horde as an organization are going to be evil, And, of course, as you said, Sylvanas, from the human perspective, is evil. But I'd say even from a broader perspective, because she put the needs of the Horde completely separately from her own. But anyway,
are you done here?
World of Warcraft is such old news.
It's such a mess.
I mean, I get tired when you the moment you bring up Terry Goodkind.
Okay. And you still love Wheel of Time, and guess what? Robert Jordan was dead longer.
I'm not talking about dead, about when they died.
I know you're not. I'm just. It was just a joke, Garrett. It was just a joke.
Sure.
I gotta redo that staircase. I really want to finish this build tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, I have a hard out at 8 o'clock because I need to get ready for work because I need to be there early because the guy on the shift before me wasn't finished training, so now I have to go in and I have to finish training him.
Yay! At the end of his shift.
Yep.
Hey,
that makes sense.
It's extra work.
Exactly.
It's extra work. You can't be too mad about that.
That's the only reason I volunteered.
Can you listen to an audiobook while you work?
Yeah, I listen to audiobooks pretty much nonstop because it's all I really care to do. Listen to.
I wish I could buy new audiobooks. I am so bored. I have a subscription to an app called Everand. And it's not as wide of a range as Audible, but it has different titles. It has Sword of Truth, and also has the. Is it free?
No, it's a subscription.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, I figured it would be, but I don't remember it being too expensive.
Guys, I need your opinions on a crenellation method.
Alessandra wants to know if you're bored, Robert. Because if you're not bored, she can forward you some more.
when it comes to a lot of fandoms, okay, so I grew up not as a fan of anything. I just wasn't a fan. I just didn't care. I didn't have those kinds of interests. I decided, kind of, I was ending my teens, that I just want to be a fan of something. I watch everybody just like having the sports team they love. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna decide I like something, and I kind of latched onto a couple of things that I really enjoyed. And now every single last one of those has been spoiled and ruined. So I could talk about those ruined things forever because they've been ruined. And I hate it. Anyway.
So you're not bored?
I'll go ahead. Yeah. No, I'm having fun talking, and we can change something if you want.
No, it's
you guys
okay.
mind if I share my screen
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
show off these crenellation styles? See what.
Good night, Alessandra. Have a good night. Oh wait, no, you're saying good night to Andrestea. Have a good night, Andrestea. I misread that. Anyway, yeah, you can share your screen. I was gonna pull it up, but then I saw you weren't streaming it, so.
I'm allergic to the word fan. I get that. That's.
Well, I mean, it comes from the base word fanatic, and I personally know I am not a fanatic. Like,
no, it's. There are people who just decide, I like this sports team because I like the sports team. That's it. Okay, cool. I decided I liked World of Warcraft, and I liked... Man, I need like a slow fall potion or something to show this off.
We're going to open up...
Let me see.
I don't see your stream showing yet.
Garrett, can you see my stream?
Yeah.
Oh, did Garrett stop streaming? Okay, so I was looking at the wrong thing.
If you need a slow fall potion, you can go up to my brewing setup, and I have Phantom Membrane up there.
Hello.
I'm trying to give you guys a look at...
Hello, and welcome to Minecraft, a tutorial by Robert.
Okay, so this is crenellation type 1. Okay. Stairs based every other one
of that,
right? I can't walk like this. Type 2 is that one, where it's just the inverse, and then type 3 is a shallower version. I can't fly and land on here. There we go. Is a shallower version where they're side by side like this.
Okay.
Like, height-wise, these are a little bit too tall. I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards
jump
this
over
style.
to you and show you kind of how I like to do my crenellations?
Ouch. Sure.
Because I don't think I can really explain it. So,
Garrett, do you have any thoughts on this?
Let's eat some chicken and then we'll head over.
I think the first way is probably the best.
Is this the first one?
Yeah.
The other issue comes in then that these angles have to be done weird, which, I mean, I can always use slabs instead. Oh, how many slabs on me do
I? One of the things causing her ew response to Fanatic is you do not know the lyrics of every single song this artist has ever released, so you are not fan enough to call yourself a fan.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
The ones who say those sorts of things. Yeah, I wanted to make it too wide and it bumped heads. So
I'll grab some. Oh, I think I left all of my stone brick stairs back
here,
there.
come on up here, and I can. I also have slabs, so I could just do slabs every other one kind of thing, right?
So I'm a big fan of function, and I think it looks good too. I'm gonna take down this wall here, just this section, if that's okay.
No, that's fine. Oh, you took the whole wall, huh?
So it's a little bit complicated when you get to the actual, like turns, but it's still doable. I like to put like upside down stairs here.
Yeah, do out. Yeah.
Yep, and then I like to kind of like that. So then, there's that lip there, so like spiders can't get up, and you can have a little bit more reach, and you can, still have the defense of the crenellation.
What do you think about that, Garrett? Spencer, can you go down a floor and sleep?
So, like,
2 floors.
real crenellations would be really tall. But I don't think that works quite in Minecraft.
What do you mean by really tall?
Normal crenellations are usually tall enough for a man to stand behind and be completely covered.
But these are.
But I don't think that works.
These ones aren't. These are.
I guess it just depends on how realistic you're going for. For Minecraft, it works really well.
Well, no, I don't think that it works well
it
to have them that tall. I think having them shorter feels better.
So you like the look of this version that I made here, where it's shorter and has the gaps there and gaps low?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the way you said it was very confusing. The only downside is it's going to be harder to get it to balance, but he's putting it back. He didn't like it.
No, I'm trying something different.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I mean, this way you still get the overhang from the underside, but you also get the little bit additional height here.
Yeah. Ah! Didn't get my Elytra to activate first. Good lord.
That is pretty big. Pretty hefty.
Dude, it looks like a skull. Like if you're looking at those two windows.
Discovered my design.
Those 2 windows look like eyes, and then you get the grates down below that looks like the skull's teeth or whatever.
Okay, the other option is a much more understated version.
I think that with the lip I built out looks really good. I think between the 2 of those, it looks really good.
I mean, it's definitely a shorter crenellation. And if I wanted to, I could even do that.
And then you still have a little bit more space because the space you're not protecting yourself by is low enough that you can actually still use it. Yeah, I'm good with either one of those. I think the one with the shorter looks a little bit better, but...
Yeah,
just with the full block?
Well, this has a half block, and this is a block and a half.
I'm going back over to my build.
Okay.
Honestly, that's probably the best way to go about it. It may not look as refined as the other ones, but I think it's probably the best.
And it's also a pretty small tower to have full crenellations on it, so.
Yep. Anyway, I think I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
Y'all done?
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
Have a good night,
man.
See
you guys.
You took my cracked stone brick, Spencer.
Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no!
Shan't thou worry. I have plenty. Oh, he's bringing it back anyway.
Yep. I dropped like 4.5 stacks for you.
4.5 stacks?
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you get all that?
I made my own.
Cracked stone bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Have a good night, I understand. I love flying and just hugging the ground as tight as possible.
Yep. It was really fun when we had the whole shopping district built. And we could just fly and weave around through buildings and stuff. I enjoyed that a lot. I wasted a lot of time doing that. That's why I never got anything built.
Like, you had one job. You got nothing built.
There were so many things I wanted to do on that server and just never got to.
And now it's a dead server, and there's nobody there.
Well, now it's this we're currently playing on that server. So
yeah. Wonder if anybody ever tries to log on, just like, dang it.
Yeah. Well, it will be back next week. In fact, once we're done playing tonight, Spencer, I'm going to shut it down and get all the files transferred, and going to hand all the credentials off to Caffeinated to get everything installed and ready.
So you'll have to give me the new login information for this server once it goes live on our personal. Then again, that'll just probably be bound by blood. So this is my last night playing on this game, for pretty much.
Oh, I will get this file loaded up on the new server to start. I won't, and I'll have both, so we'll swap back and forth as needed.
Whew. We're getting close. I'm excited.
I am really
like,
excited
I'm
to Bound by Blood.
Yeah, how's that episode going, by the way?
I'm actually... I haven't done a whole ton of work on it, unfortunately. That's the frustrating part. Just because of time. But when I sit down to do it, I'll finish it in one day, pretty much.
These are white cement. I didn't like the look of the end stone, so I'm replacing that first, and then we'll probably do something different from the copper. I just felt like the white and the bone would look better, and then I might not even have to replace the copper. I might just like this better.
Okay. The big difference is that the concrete has a slight bluish hue.
Very slight, yeah. I guess I can kind of see that, yeah.
I mean, one of the big tricks of lighting is the fact that when things get darker to human eyes, they turn a little bit more blue. When they get brighter, they typically turn a little more orange. As you can use that shift of blue to orange while shading a little bit. But
yeah,
I'm speaking beyond my personal knowledge when I say these things.
So this is stuff you've either read or seen, but not experienced personally.
Not been able to implement yet.
Well, I have a lot of things I'm going to be trying to implement in this build that I am definitely not qualified to implement.
Yeah. Not qualified. They should get to be fired.
Well, like, I mean, I always imagined I was a pretty good builder, and then I saw what real builders can do. I'm just like, I'm not that good of a builder.
Yeah.
But at least, at least I don't leave, like, massive facades. Like, I cannot stand just facade work. I can't do it.
Yep. I get it.
So I call that a win. All right. So I'm almost okay with the copper without the end stone, because I do have some copper-like tones with the granite on the step system over here. So I really don't mind the copper. It's just the end stone just really wasn't working. Going like the yellow just wasn't looking good.
Yep.
I still don't know if this is going to be where I want to end up, but it's better.
Yeah.
Ow. I do still think it's funny that Garrett came in here like, you guys are abandoning the server, and I'm just like, dude, like, you're saying you're not going to be on because you lost your stuff.
Yeah, well. he was kind of annoyed at me earlier today when I was talking about how I was just going to be moving over to the new server, and
Gotcha.
annoyed because he spent the entire weekend building a brand new massive mob grinder. Now I spent the whole weekend trying to convince him not to because he should just wait for the new server, but he I wasn't explicit enough when I talked about us firing up this server. Like I intentionally I like this little bowl we put ourselves in a lot, in part because it was small and it meant we could kind of build small and just progress pretty quickly through the game and have some fun together.
Yeah.
And that, in my mind, that was what we were doing. But I got you guys buy-in on the seed. I didn't get you guys buy-in on we're just gonna build small and not do much of the server, and I didn't get your buy-in for the whole thing. So
yeah, I don't necessarily like. At the time I didn't know that. I don't think I really had the comprehension of that Doc Season 2 was coming around. So I heard a zombie, but I don't see one anywhere. That's always concerning. So I guess I didn't really just. Anyway.
Yeah, well, to set the timeline correct, Doc Season 2 wasn't going to be a thing until, like, day 2 of this server. Because at first it was, okay, that's fine. I'm going to build all the dungeons myself, personally, on this server for him, and Dad's going to come onto the server every once in a while and whatever. And then I looked at him like, there's no way. No, there's no way. There's so many players who want to contribute and have fun and share things with Doc that I'd be a fool to try and do it all myself.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So.
Definitely, it's definitely good to just allow it to be open. Then you get a lot more stuff to explore anyway.
Yeah.
Alessandra is coming to your defense about the server.
Saru is from Gaming with Doc that Doc could Robert build from the ground and never abandoned for a single second.
Not a single.
It was never
one.
Garrett's server. Not a single. It was never Garrett's server. It was always Robert's and Doc's. Yeah. Garrett put a fair amount of effort into it too. But.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it may not be Garrett's server, but this is a big part Garrett's world.
This is Garrett's world, definitely. Garrett spent a lot of time on it.
So I understand him being frustrated if, he has to move on from it. I get it.
Yeah.
Well...
Well, my tower has a roof. I'm not super happy with it, but it has a roof. Okay.
You should do like one of the pillager tower roofs, just in stone instead. I feel like that would be good.
So I don't think we ever actually said what I'm going to be building on the new server.
What you mean, like?
Did you,
as far as like what farms you're going to be making?
Know what my main base is going to be.
I mean, you said you were building a sanatorium, but yeah, I guess we didn't.
Right. I never said that actually on stream that I'm going to build a sanatorium. So, yeah you're going to do...
Alessandra wants you to build the Titanic, apparently. Wants us to build the Titanic.
Honestly, the Titanic would fit the time period. Like, you're doing the Opera House, and we're doing an Opera House. I'm going to build a giant sanatorium and go, like, a full horror theme. We're going to build a giant bank. Now, we're being very loosey-goosey with our era, because I also really strongly want to borrow from the Medici family and build kind of one of the big grand banks like would be from Venice. Anyway.
Okay. I mean, I think that would be really cool. I mean, we need a vault.
As our training hall. Yeah, exactly.
Just doing some slight adjustments to my roof because I realized from the underside I didn't like the design of it very much.
Sure.
It's a little more even. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be rebuilding this opera house in Doc's server. It's going to be, I don't think we're actually gonna put on any shows or anything like that, but this is gonna be where I was gonna start off my videos. She has a healthy obsession with the Titanic, so if you ever want to truly win her heart, you gotta build the Titanic.
She has a very big obsession with the Titanic. Yes.
So I don't know, maybe someday, or maybe you can log in and you can build a Titanic.
See, that's why we need you on the server so you can do that. Nobody else is going to build the Titanic if not you.
Well, let's look at it this way. If there was another piece of history that would be that amazing, it's probably myth at this point, because I personally think if Atlantis exists, then it is the best piece of history out there.
Atlantis, huh?
If it existed, which we don't know.
Okay.
So, I'm thinking, I don't really know what I want to do with this next, because I'm gonna have to go mine some more copper, because I used almost all my copper just to do that one section. I had like 2 stacks of copper blocks. Unless I replace it with iron, I could do iron instead, and I have infinite iron blocks. But
so iron is nice, but it has a very blocky texture. It outlines itself quite heavily. But it just like the diorite does. So, or your polished diorite there. So, I mean,
yeah, that's the only.
It wouldn't be out of place.
I've been trying to figure out what I don't like about these pillars, and the bone is hard to deal with, but at the same time, it's like I do want.
I think it's because you go from gray to yellow. In my opinion, that's the problem with them.
Like it's a stark white to an ivory, and it doesn't work incredibly well.
Try powdered concrete. Replace one of those. Replace the bone blocks with powdered snow, or sorry, powdered concrete.
So it'll still have some texture, like more like a sand texture, but all white instead.
Yeah, I mean, like right now you have the wool, and going from wool to bone, to something very smooth is kind of weird. And to bone, yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to do something other than the diorite, but the diorite has the right color tone I'm looking for. And I don't really, unless I went to just like raw diorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab some.
That's my favorite.
I'm just gonna grab it and throw it in there just to see what it looks like. Oh man, it is very much more craggy. Forgot I had haste on.
Okay, villager.
If it weren't quite so craggy, it would be good. Because the color tone is perfect and doesn't have the hard borders. It's just a little too, it's too much, it's way more rough than the calcite.
Yep.
And the polished diorite is the only other step there is. There's no furnace-made diorite. There's nothing.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll show you a tool you can use. Okay, I dropped you a link there.
Sure. Okay. We're on our Minecraft gradient generator.
Yep. So you go to the bottom right and you select your starting block and your ending block.
Okay, so...
What's your starting block?
Oh, I instantly put... Let's... Good lord. This just hurts my eyes.
I suggest you search.
Oh. So currently I have polished diorite. And then what? Is this the ending one?
Yes.
Mushroom stem.
Yeah, there you go.
I am not sure that's the direction I want to go.
So, okay, so first off, gradient length is 14. Really, it's only doing 2? Wow. I would say I would have the last block be white concrete.
Okay. So this is actually telling me to use iron. So it starts with the raw diorite, goes to polished diorite, then to looks like actual white cement, then iron, then cement dust.
Okay.
What is that? Shulker top white. Interesting.
Yeah, no.
I wonder.
I mean, you can.
I'm gonna exclude the
The
iron
problem.
and exclude the shulker box.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so now it's saying the unrefined diorite to the refined diorite to the white concrete to calcite, a very small amount of calcite to the concrete dust. Oh, and they have even a spot of birch in there. I'm going to exclude the smooth diorite too. See what happens. Looks like they still go to the cement, but they just added a little bit more calcite between the cement and the cement dust. All right, well, I don't really have the time to go mining a bunch of raw diorite today, but something to keep in mind. And I've just been standing here ready for mobs to come take my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm about done for the day anyway.
Yeah, I should probably hop off and start getting ready for work if I have to be there by 9. So I guess I will see you next time. I'm actually, what time should I be on for Doc's stream tomorrow? Or is that starting February?
No, that's we are streaming tomorrow.
So do you guys want me to hop on for that?
Oh, sorry. Playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
I will ask Dad, but he's. I'll ask Dad and I'll message you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Please do. I mean, obviously, I won't be able to jump on like incredibly early, but you guys, you quit around 5, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, what we imagined is you join around your normal starting of your normal stream time. I would swap over to the two of you playing together at that point, and then yeah, go from there.
Okay. My stream schedule is that I start at 5, which means I'd be on at 4 o'clock your time.
Okay. If there's any way you could start a little bit sooner than that, so you guys have like a couple of hours together, right?
Okay, so yeah, because you guys would only stream for like 1 hour past that. I mean, I can.
And usually the last like 20 minutes is Duck saying goodbyes and everything anyway.
So I get 40 minutes of actual playtime. Okay.
Yeah. So if you could be on, maybe an hour before that, that'd be great.
Okay. So if I started at 4 o'clock instead, that's what you're saying that would be best? So 3 o'clock your time?
Yeah, 3 o'clock our time, yeah.
Would be optimal. Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be only an hour ahead of my normal start time, but it would give us, an hour and 40 minutes before goodbyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can continue on playing some Satisfactory with some of the information I got from Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think I did pretty darn good
fun.
considering.
Yeah, at least as far as I watched, it was fun.
All right. Well, Alessandra says goodnight to the both of us, and I'm gonna say goodnight to you as well.
See you later.
Yep. See ya. Have a good night.
You too.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming along. It was a great stream. I really enjoyed getting to work on this build with you guys. This is something I've been pondering for all of like a week or so that I'm wanting to build. I've been trying to think of, hey, what do I actually want to accomplish with this world? And I'm finally starting to figure it out. So thank you so much for coming along. We made a lot of progress, good progress here, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you so much for being a part of it. And I will see you next time. Bye.